Bucks County is way too expensive right now. I hear that every single day. But here's the thing. I don't actually think that's the full story. And typically, these statements are based off of emotion, not facts. So today, we're not going off of opinions. We're going straight to the numbers to see what's actually happening. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Kim Rock, realtor with the Kim Rock Group at Keller Williams, and we help buyers and sellers all over Bucks County and the Philadelphia suburbs. If you've been sitting on the sidelines thinking, I'll just wait for prices to come down, then this is a video you really need to watch. Let's start off by taking a look at what actually happened in our local real estate market in March. Inventory rose to about a 3.1 month supply, which is up from the 2.5 that we saw in February. This proves that we are seeing a little bit more supply coming onto the market. At the same time though, the median sold price increased to $425,000, up from the $409,500 that we saw in February, so prices are still moving up, not down. And homes are taking slightly longer to sell, with days on the market averaging around 42 days compared to 39 the month before. Now here's where people get confused. They see homes sitting a little bit longer and they hear the inventory is going up, so they assume that prices must be dropping, but they're not. Prices are still going up, and here's the reality that most people don't want to hear. Even though it might feel like it, this didn't happen overnight. When you look back, the median sold price was $360,000 in February 2023. It increased to $394,000 in February 2024, and now $425,000 in February 2025, which shows a steady climb year after year. In simpler terms, over the past few years, we've been seeing home prices increase by roughly 7 to 10% year over year, averaging at around 8.5% annually. So when buyers say, wow, this feels expensive, they're not wrong, but they're also comparing today's market to a market that just doesn't exist anymore. We've had buyers who said the exact same thing a year ago. They wanted to wait for prices to come down. They paused, they watched the market, and guess what? Now they're back out looking again at even higher prices. And here's the difference. The same home that they could have bought last year is now more expensive. And even though the market feels a little less competitive, they're still paying more overall. This is where it gets a little controversial. A lot of buyers are waiting for prices to drop, but what if they don't? Because historically, real estate doesn't move backwards long term. It only moves up. Not in a straight line, but over time, it always trends upward. Take a look at this graphic from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Over time, we've seen natural ebbs and flows, including a major surge around 2020. But the bigger picture is very clear here. Home prices have consistently trended upward. And in Bucks County specifically, demand is not going anywhere. You've got top-rated schools, strong communities, commuter-friendly locations, and limited land to build new homes to offset the demand. So even when the market shifts, there's still pressure on prices. So let's be real. Is it expensive? Sure. Is it overpriced? Now that's a different question, because what we're seeing right now is actually a more balanced market. Inventory is improving, homes aren't always flying off the shelf in 5 minutes, and buyers have a little more leverage, which means this might actually be one of the more strategic times to buy that we've seen in a while. So if you've been waiting, the better question might not be, will prices drop? It might be, can I afford to wait if they don't? If you want to break down your situation and what makes sense for you specifically, feel free to reach out. And if you want honest, data-driven updates like this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, because that's exactly how we approach things at the Kim Rock Group. We never encourage our clients to make decisions based on emotion or headlines alone. We always come back to the data and what actually makes sense for you and your situation. Every buyer and seller is different, and the right timing depends on your goals, your finances, and your long-term plans. We're licensed in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and we're here to help you break down the numbers, understand your options, and make a confident, informed decision that works best for you.